11:30 on a Saturday night. Deputies are called to help two men and a woman, all unresponsive.
When I pulled into the gas station, it's very well lit. You could tell right away that there was something different about this one.
Yo, bro, wake up.
You're smacking at them, you're screaming, you're shaking stuff around, moving things, and they're not doing anything.
In the back of your mind, you're like, well, what is this? What else is going on?
At this gas station on Redbug Lake Road,
Hey!
the normal measures deputies take to wake people up aren't working.
Now at this time, we're realizing we have probably an overdose, a triple overdose at that.
And I've never responded to one where there's three people and they're laid out completely unresponsive, turning blue, the colors leaving their faces. It's scary.
All three of them had one dose of Narcan originally. It still wasn't enough. You know, they needed more treatment.
The trio didn't realize the drug that they were using was laced with fentanyl, which nearly cost them their lives. It took multiple doses of Narcan to bring them back from the brink.
You see anything else in the car, LT?
At the scene, deputies had no idea what the drug was and had to search this pickup truck to try to find out.
I was nervous, I will say that.
To protect herself from coming into contact with this dangerous substance, Deputy Caitlin Henry put on protective gloves and a gas mask before finding and collecting it. In the wake of near-deadly overdose incidents like this one, the seminal collaborative opioid response effort, or SCORE, formed a new immediate response team. Sheriff Dennis Lima says the SCORE response team's mission is to offer help as soon after an overdose as possible.
That moment is the best time to go in there and offer them some help and assistance that they need.
One of those who benefited from this new strategy is Morgan. After being clean for 3 years, in February 2019, she used heroin with a friend.
No,
Is she breathing right now?
No. I don't feel like she was getting good breaths. No.
Within hours of her near-fatal overdose, investigators from SCORE's response team made contact with Morgan in the hospital.
It was more or less like, what steps can we help you make to, stay sober and clean?
The approach worked with Morgan, who was investigator Michelle Lord's first overdose case after joining the SCORE team.
Being able to talk to her and kind of just, let her know I'm there for her and we're there to make sure she's doing okay, and her being so receptive to it, it's really rewarding.
The sheriff's new concept to fight the cycle of drug dependency through a long-term continuum of care includes OPOD, a rigorous military-style program in the Johnny Polk Correctional Facility, offering medically assisted treatment, counseling, and long-term follow-up for inmates facing charges related to drug dependency. Some of those in OPOD have overdosed and come perilously close to dying.
When I finally died, I was brought back with Narcan. Luckily, my girlfriend brought me back because the two people, in the front seat, they were just going to dump me on the side of the road.
OPOD's treatment coordinator says that long-term support over a period of months is crucial while someone in recovery goes through the necessary psychological and emotional changes required to break the addiction cycle.
One of the things that I really, really like about what our sheriff is doing here is trying to create a continuum of care.
The most important key thing is the connection of being supported by people when you get out.
SCSO also partners with the 18th Circuit Court and State Attorney's Office to offer drug diversion court.
Taught me how to be a responsible member of society.
Thanks to this year-long program, Jacob Spencer went from being accused of felony theft to support his severe dependence to a graduate now clean more than 5 years.
Me and all the friends that I hang out with now are all living proof that it's something that you can definitely overcome and actually get better.
For the long term, the sheriff's vision includes repurposing this building that sits close to our courthouse and correctional facility. With the support and approval of county commissioners, in partnership with Advent Health, this facility would become a community substance assessment and treatment center. It would provide intensive outpatient and residential treatment, counseling, and referral services to those needing long-term care. It would provide another important piece to the continuum of care. This fight begins with first responders administering life-saving Narcan, continues with immediate follow-up to provide access to services, and includes innovative programs with alternatives to traditional incarceration, as well as long-term follow-up to ensure that people stay on the right track. This holistic strategy is our best chance to help citizens avoid becoming another overdose statistic and return to having productive, fulfilling lives.